So you shouldn't partially like them. You shouldn't like some, and you're supposed to dislike all of it, man. They say from the Ruka to the Tuga, man.
Right.
All right.
Give me you got some? Give me Ephesians 5:1. Read all the way down to verse 21. There's a lot of meat in there. Come.
Ephesians 5:1.
Yep, all the way down to 21.
So Ephesians 5:1. It said, "Be therefore followers of Yahawah as dear children, and walk in love as Hamashiach also hath loved us." And
now, why they keep saying walk in love? Because how you love? You love according to the what? The law, statute, commandments of the Bible. That's what love is. Keeping the laws, statute, commandments, not an emotion. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, "As Hamashiach hath loved us, and hath given himself for us an offering and a sacrifice to Yahawah for a sweet smelling savor. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness let in not be once named among you as become saints." Saints.
Goddamn morons. Keep looking over it. Go ahead, bro.
It said, "Neither filthiness, nor foolishness, talking, nor jesting, which are convenient, but rather giving of thanks."
See, it said what? Jesting?
Jesting.
Yeah, jesting. That's what? That's playing too much, man. See what I'm saying? Always taking things as a joke, man. Because what is a court jester? Those are the ones that are always playing games, always cracking jokes, always trying to make people smile, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, "For this ye know that no whoremonger nor unclean person."
A whoremonger is what? You calling yourself a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Trying to manipulate different women, man. Always lusting after a bunch of women, man. It's called unbridled, meaning uncontrollable lust, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, "Nor unclean spirit, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of Yahawah."
See, all this stuff can keep you from what? Being beamed up by a chariot, man. Even women, man, because you got a lot of brothers, even in the truth, that all they do is lust after women, man. They can't focus on the word without having to pop a woman every day, all day, man. Their main goal is conquering women instead of conquering the truth, man. Yeah, sometimes we get that burning on us where we have to, you know what I'm saying, have to deal with a woman and get that burning off of us, that desire off of us, so we can focus back on the scriptures, man. But some brothers make it their priority to have 9 and 10 women in this truth. What for, man? We ain't in the kingdom, man. We still catching hell, man. So why would you want all these women in your life, man? It's nothing but a burden and a headache to have 15 women in your life, man.
Right.
It's hard enough dealing with one, let alone 5 and 6, man. This is not the kingdom of heaven, man. We're still in captivity. Go ahead.
It said, "Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahawah upon the children of disobedience."
Yep. Don't let no man deceive you with vain words, meaning empty speech, man. Words that amount to nothing. See what I'm saying?
That's the question. You got all the different women, you got to be able to take care of them too, right? So if you can't afford them women, there's no reason for you to have all them different types of women.
That's right.
You got to be able to support them. They're your wife.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
The only one you don't have to take care of as a wife is the concubines and a whore. Even a whore of Israel, you don't have to deal with as a wife. You can just pay her, pop her, and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? But if you're taking on these women that you want to make your wives or even your concubine, you got to deal with them, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go around, especially the women of Israel, you can't just go around popping all these women and just kick them to the curb. You know what I'm saying? That's being a whoremonger, man. That's wicked. You can't just pop a woman and kick her to the curb just because you don't want to deal with her. Well, she gave me the ass, but yeah, you want to deal with her. She wanted to deal with you. You didn't. You just wanted to pop and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all already had that establishment understood it, look, this is just sexual, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if she want to deal with you and you don't want to deal with her just because she got orange hair and you want to put her to the side, that's wicked, man. You got to deal with her. You know? Go ahead.
It said, verse 7 said, "Be Be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord.
Now how was you darkness? Because you was in this world, man. You wasn't in the light. The Lord gave you this light. So that's what make you light in the midst of this dark world, man. See what I'm saying? Because this world is still full of darkness. See what I'm saying? But the Lord gave you his light to shine in this dark world, man. Go ahead.
They say, walk as children of light.
Yep, see, walk as children of light, man. Go ahead.
It said, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
Right.
And have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness.
See, don't have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness, man. These people out here in the world, man, you're not supposed to be kicking it with them. Now, if you go to a bar to watch the fight, that's different. You know, you can mingle with them, but you ain't supposed to be exchanging numbers and let's go hang out and go bowling and all this and the family get together. And no, man, you're supposed to be doing all that, man. You got people in the truth that do that, man. Trying to hang with the 2/3 and then get caught up and then want to leave the truth because now you feeling bad for the 2/3. Oh, I can't go out here and preach no more. My best friend is the 2/3, man, and you know I feel wrong condemning him because he's a good guy.
Hey,
you the fair victim, man.
Hey, brother Yahawah said, he said, broke it down perfectly. He said, it's gonna be harder for you to pull somebody into the truth, but it's easy for them to pull you out the truth.
That's right, man.
So while you hanging around all these 2/3, man, you better hope that they don't pull you out this truth, man. That's why the scripture say, do not be unequally yoked, man.
That's right. With who? Non-believers.
Non-believers, man. You're not supposed to hang around people that not doing the same thing as you are, man. Now we deal with them on a constant basis, yeah, because we live in this world. But hanging around them and doing all like bro said, getting their numbers and all that, we ain't supposed to be doing all that, man.
Feeling sorry for them and stuff, man. You feeling sorry for an Edomite just because he gave you a sandwich. Well, it's still an Edomite that just gave you a sandwich.
Lord wants you to have that sandwich.
That's right, man. You know, how you doing? The Lord was just being nice to you, man. He used whoever to bring you certain things, man. You see what I'm saying? Because the scriptures also tell you not to be over righteous. So, because we didn't have this happen to us before. We standing out in the cold preaching the Lord's word, and the Lord used the Edomite to bring us some hot chocolate. See what I'm saying? To what? Keep us warm out there in the car while we're doing the work, man. Now you have some people that'll get over righteous. Get away from me, you devil, you Edomite, you cracker, I don't want nothing from you. But then you sitting out there ooh, it's cold out here. Ooh, I should have took that hot chocolate, it's cold out here. See what I'm saying? That's why it's important to stay in the spirit, man. You gotta know when the Lord is using certain people to give you certain things, man. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord can use anybody to give you a blessing, man. Anybody. See what I'm saying? Does that mean that the blessing is wicked? No. The Lord is just using that person at that time to give you a blessing, man. To show his power, man. You mean to tell me you're not going to take a $100 bill from an Edomite if he gave it to you just because he's an Edomite? Man, I'll take it so quickly and thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Edomite. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy your day.
You know what I'm saying?
Have a good one. Have a good one.
Shit. Yeah, because in the kingdom, I might show him just a tad bit of mercy since he gave me $100 to help me out of my situation. But that don't mean he still won't be my slave. That don't take away from the fact he an Edomite. That's what a lot of brothers get caught up in this matrix, man. They don't know how to discern from carnal and spiritual things, man. See what I'm saying? They get caught up, oh man, this Edomite gave me $100. Yeah, he might be a Jake. No, he's just an Edomite that gave you $100, man.
That's right. They don't know how to jump in and out the matrix. Man.
See what I'm saying? They get caught up in that web, man. Go ahead.
It says,
What verse you on now?
11.
Okay.
It said, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak to those things which are done of them in secret. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light.
All right, the Lord reveals everything, man. There's nothing that can be hid that the Lord won't reveal, man.
That's right.
No matter if you think you're getting away with it, or even if you hanging with a 2/3, you think you done got away with it, the Lord somehow is going to reveal your wickedness hanging with this 2/3, man.
Yeah.
Another brother may be riding by and see you, and you don't see him, but the brother see you. See what I'm saying? You done got caught. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, wherefore he said, awake thou sleepest and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach shall give thee light.
How do you arise from the dead? In line with my understanding of the Bible, man. When the Lord call you to his truth, that's how you awake from the dead, man. See what I'm saying? And shine as the light. Go ahead.
It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Meaning what? Always be aware of your surroundings. Staying spiritual. See what I'm saying? It said as wise and not as fools, man. You're not supposed to be living your life as a fool, as a dummy, not knowing what's going on. How you gonna call yourself a watchman when you don't know what's going on, man? See what I'm saying? Everything just passing you by. You just going through life blindly. Go ahead.
It said, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Yep, these days are evil. These are bad times, man. That's what evil means, bad times. Go ahead.
It said, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
See, it said don't be unwise, man. Don't be a fool. You got to understand what the will of YAHAWASHI is. What is your purpose in life? What is your lot? What does the Lord want you to do in life, man? See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
That's the other what? Philosophies. Even with regular wine. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go around being a wino all the time, man. It's all right to drink. There's nothing wrong with drinking. But don't make that your everyday habit, man. Just walking around stumbling, bumbling, drunk, man, as a fool. See what I'm saying? You can't even contain or hold your own liquor. You're always acting crazy, man, when you get drunk. Don't nobody want to be around you because you're acting fool. See what I'm saying? And it's also dealing with what? These other philosophies and religion. See what I'm saying? You call yourself studying the Quran as a reference, but then you get overtaken by that Quran. Now you start believing in the Quran and want to be a Muslim. See what I'm saying? Start thinking there's contradiction in the Bible because you done read the Quran. Well, Allah said this and Allah says that. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told me this. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan said that. You start believing in nonsense, man. You done walked away from the Bible. Now you done took on the religion of Mormon, which we call morons. See what I'm saying? Because Mormonism teach you what? The dark skin is a curse. When it's the other way around in the Bible. Having leprosy, which is pale skin, white skin, and blonde hair is a curse.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You getting caught up with all these other religions, man, and ideas and ideologies, and turning your back to the truth. Go ahead.
It says, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord.
What's the real song? The word of the Lord, man.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be singing and dancing to. Go ahead, bro.
It said, giving thanks always for all things unto Yahawah and the Father, in the name of our Lord Hamashiach.